Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, specifically Trials and Tribulations, specifically Episode 5, Bridge to the Turnabout, Part 4, 3, Trial. So I think the final part. Could be wrong, though. Let's see what happens.
Well, it's the same as your previous save, so
Yeah,
this
but
is the last save point of the game.
most likely, yes. I don't see how it could not be. Order number 7.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the tests we had performed earlier.
Tests?
Yes, tests on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah, that. I totally forgot about that.
That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim.
So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood, or...
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was found on this dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. And whose was it? Blood doesn't match the victim's.
Maya, were you stabbed? Sure, both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking, so let's finish this quickly.
Agreed.
Very well, please bring in the last witness. Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya.
According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium with the crane channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The Fey clan. I don't want any more to do with it. Oh Maya, the pain in the Fey bloodline. The pain the Fey bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Fey. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the inner temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Donham's murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see any.
Objection!
Straighten up this instant, young lady.
Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But I...
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out, and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen? Witness, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor. At the inner temple. I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
Pearl threw gravy at her. So you were struck on the head? I suppose it must have been this staff.
Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was. Maya, think hard. Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination.
Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all. She's in sad Maya mode. Anything jump out, or do you want to just press everything?
Well, I think the most important of all the things is yelling, "Help me."
That's true, why would you? Just need more details, rather. You think you screamed, but you're not sure. Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark, and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes.
I thought this
Cool.
Thanks for the I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope. Wow, sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do? Do I press her for more details? What did she scream? My last hope, or wait and see?
My last hope.
I mean, that seems to me like, what did she mean by last
So what
hope?
did you scream? It's just like, well, she just said help me, so...
Last hope. Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff? What? What do you mean by your last hope? No. That's what you said. You said my last hope. Huh? What? I said what? What? You were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, help me. Yeah. But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope. Oh, well, you know. That's like what you do... What do you call when that happens? Maya's not doing so well up there.
She's stumbling over her words.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker. That's not who I was screaming at. What did you just say? Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah! What is it now? I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out. Huh?
Witness, are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person?
I am. Well, I, meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
A ton of pressure?
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber. Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony.
I could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern. Stone lantern that was specifically mentioned to not be turned on.
Yes. I needed to know if your attacker was man or woman, but apparently you know it was a dude. Yes. Objection!
It's not
Throw it right at her.
right to the crowd.
It's not lit.
Objection!
Going straight for the throat with Maya.
Hey, we gotta make it quick, right?
Yeah. So there was a man standing behind your attacker. Yeah. That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Stoneham. Otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother. The killer. Maya.
It was the killer.
You know who killed your mother, don't you?
He always comes back.
But what is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? He felt bad about the kidnapping, so he came in to just Deus Ex Machina and save your life. Then dived into the river and swam away.
Like a badass.
To be frank, Your Honor, I think she's in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony. What do you mean? What problem? Maya. On the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission. Huh? What? It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that... No.
Order in the court. Mr. Godot, explain this. Add the pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee. Stir. That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait. Cafe au lait? Is that even legal? Mr. Trite's words are the milk and you are the spoon. Your Honor. I'm a spoon? I'm no spoony bard, I'll have you know. Must have noticed it too, Trite. This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now.
Look at Maya, she's unstable.
It's not hard to understand why she'd make a little mistake like that.
Objection!
Sorry, but that's not going to cut it.
What did you say?
If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony. Nick, may I recall the witness's statement about her attacker? She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man.
I'm just sexist, that's all.
In other words,
I thought you were good, Maya. How dare you?
that would have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker. No.
Order! What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Objection!
Trite, do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
Objection!
Your goggles.
There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Godot. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him.
Cover? For the man that killed her mother?
There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is. Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
You talk a good game, Trite, but let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop. Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth.
I don't care about your mental state, Maya. I'm taking this home. All right, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you've got.
I'll say you before I show you what I got.
Who was this person that you say Miss Faye saw in the darkness?
Guess we're going straight for it. Who did she see?
Well,
Godot.
Spookie mentioned goggles.
It's obviously Godot. He's the only one who has light source, or else someone was holding like a flashlight right next to their head or something.
And like in the first day of the investigation stuff, he was mysteriously just gone from the world.
He
Nobody
didn't
could get in
show up.
contact with him because he was stuck on
And
the other
only
eye.
when the bridge was built, he just shows up there. It's like, sup?
Yep.
Take that!
Explain that discrepancy, Godot.
Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes?
What? But how do you propose to show us something like that? Remember
It's easy.
in the Trey BN case? When we lost power to the court for no reason, and we saw your goggles glow in the dark?
Yeah.
We just need to recreate the conditions of that night.
Conditions?
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off.
It looks like hell, sure, why not? Well, this is... But it can't be. Now That was a nice bit of deduction. Right.
Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder.
Order, order, order! Prosecutor Godot, what is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it? Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person. What do you mean by that? You got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights?
Well, witness, answer the question.
You're wrong. I never saw that. Maya. I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason. What?
As I said before, I'm sexist. Only a man could save me. Stop your chattering, Your Honor. Chattering? If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Alright. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but... The killer.
It was Shelley the killer.
When I came to, I was just lying there on the training room hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
Not very woke of you, Miss Faye. So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man?
How lame you are, man.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Godot said, you're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. They carried you off and played in the snow and dragged a body away and did a bunch of stuff. So it's good. So right, proceed to the cross-examination.
The killer. Okay. Anything jump out at you? You want to press it?
Let's press the thing about the lantern.
The torches were lit.
No, the next one.
All the snow had been carefully cleaned up too.
I want to see what she has to say about this.
So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow to look really odd. Snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern. There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they're all really heavy, way too heavy for me to use.
An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away? I love snow.
Oh, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victims' blood sprayed onto the snow? Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered. In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there's no need to remove that amount.
That's true. He could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood.
It's almost like this killer would have been able to see red on white. Some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help explain them. Okay. I'm we don't have any evidence to disprove anything, like, just show stuff.
I mean, we could be like, hey, this has your name written on it, but I was expecting it to maybe give us a thing of, like,
Another
cleaned up all
statement.
that snow, so he was, helping
Well,
clean
maybe
up
we
the
still
scene.
throw the lantern at it. What do you think?
Yeah, may as well.
We'll try it.
If it doesn't work, we'll just continue pressing things.
Okay, I don't use it.
Alright, so back to pressing.
What do you want to press first? The next statement or go back?
You're like, that's not very woke of you, Maya. No.
Hold it!
So, you're saying that you never saw the killer, right? Yes. But earlier you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker. Nick, I'm sorry. The killer certainly went through a lot of trouble, moving the body by pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. But for what purpose? Why do all that? Maybe Maya knows more than she's letting on. I guess we'll just press everything.
Hold it!
So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right? Yes, I think. I think it happened when the victim was stabbed. So then the person that carried you into the inner temple.
Could only have been the killer.
That's what I think, too. So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. Completely changed. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right? Yes, I think so. But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. I don't know. Looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. Okay, I guess keep pressing the last thing. The torches were lit. Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed. Going to say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be?
Killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's only one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
That's true. It's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene. Alright, now go back to that other statement. So now we did everything. So now press that again.
This one.
I think it was that one. Yes. Press it again. And now see if Maya has a brain blast.
Yes, I think so. But why would the killer do that? The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something. You did? Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me. For my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden, she may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, now we can throw the lantern at this. You like cleaned up everything except for the thing that has your name written in blood.
Name's kinda like they should have did that.
Objection!
Seems like your savior killer man was stupid.
The body of Elise Donham was carried all the way to the Hazakura Temple's courtyard. Then at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh? And what would that be?
You must have figured it out by now, Mr. Godot. It's the message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya. Ah. If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern?
Ah, you're right. On second thought, Maya, why didn't you remove your writing from the lantern too? No, you saw. Order, but Mr. Wright. Isn't it a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene?
Indeed, but it doesn't make such sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow. Then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing.
Objection!
But if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all the snow? But then leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Or did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern?
The killer wrote it to pin the crime on Maya, or the killer didn't notice it.
You didn't notice it.
Silly
You
killer.
can't say that right on that.
Prosecutor Godot, earlier in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it. But that doesn't make any sense. The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that. You're right. There is no way any normal person would.
It's not very... It's being quite ableist, Mr. Wright. What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether.
Who would that be? Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Let's accuse the same person again.
Yep.
Mr. Godot, this is what you said yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. You can't see everything? Is that correct, Mr. Godot?
This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This lantern? There's something written on it. Why, it's written in blood. Nonsense. This lantern is as clean as a whistle.
Mr. Godot, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before, during the poisoning case at Trey Bien.
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over this apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup, because it was red.
It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them? So then, Mr. Godot, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern? Hey, Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea.
I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Godot is the murderer. But there's no going back now. I finally figured out the truth. Mr. Godot, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Elise Donut, also known as Miss Misty Faye.
It's hard to believe this may be true, however. Once again, Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you. Heh. Just make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps. Come on. How does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there.
Objection!
I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red.
This is rich. Do go on, Trite.
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
Snow? How so?
Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area?
Yes, why didn't he take just that area? Ah, could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow. And so he had to remove all of the snow. He couldn't be sure where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area.
Objection!
Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark?
Not a chance. The torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine.
It seems. But once again, this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Godot?
But wait just a minute. Maya,
What is it, witness?
Mr. Godot isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the Inner Temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up.
Objection!
Maya. You can't testify to something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I may not look it, but Egg!
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist. She didn't? I'm afraid I don't follow. Are you senile, old man? We established this just a little while ago. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, that's right.
But please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me. Maya, do you plan to cover for Godot, no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I've got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her.
Nicely done, Trey. Very well, let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling and my spirit left me, as it were. But little Pearlie was there at the Inner Temple, too. After the incident. Pearlie was also stuck on the Inner Temple side that night.
She's the killer.
Next morning, she looked around but couldn't find it. The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. That's when Mr. Godot arrived at the Inner Temple for the first time. He found Pearlie first and cheered her right up.
Who is this Pearlie?
That's my little cousin, Pearl Fay.
So when did you hear about this?
Oh, just a while ago, when I was in the medical office.
I'm terribly sorry. But what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony.
What? Come on. Pearlie would never tell a lie. She's a way more honest person than I'll ever be. Real smart, Maya. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath.
Wow.
The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness. Mr. Godot! Let's just move on to the cross-examination, if the defense has no objections. This is highly unusual, but... Well, Mr. Wright?
Let's get this cross-examination started. After the incident. Okay, anything jump out at anybody, or...
How did he cheer up Pearl? I have to know.
Yeah, how'd you cheer up the Pearl?
To cheer up this child.
Hold it!
He cheered her up? That's what Pearlie said. She said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Godot.
Here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict. Heh. Cut it out. You're making me blush.
This guy's really beginning to get on my nerves in more ways than one.
Truth is, there aren't that many places to look on the inner temple side. Policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-tooth combs. So I decided to carry out an investigation my own way, Godot style. I'm the same way. I like to hand down verdicts in my own way, judge style.
Maybe I should ask some questions, Phoenix style. Cheering Pearls up or Godot's investigation?
I mean, the investigation's probably more important, but again, I want to know how he cheered her up, so... I want to know.
So you cheered Pearls up.
When I found that little girl, the first thing she asked about was her cousin, Maya Fey.
Really?
The bridge had burned down and she was huddled up in a tiny shack with no heat. Even though she must have had a truly terrifying night out there. She asked about you before she said a thing about herself.
Pearlie?
I noticed that you weren't anywhere on the inner temple side. But I couldn't find enemy to tell her that. So I gave her my last cup. With milk and sugar to hide the bitterness of the harsh truth. What a sweet story.
You had a thermos of coffee? Why doesn't that surprise me? There's one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the inner temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed Elise Dono. Okay, you want to ask the other question just to see if we get anything out of that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Give the child coffee. Cheer her right up.
Your investigation. You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
Looks like my investigation went about as well as yours, Trite. After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern.
Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles.
The only thing I discovered was the beauty in the training hall.
Beauty?
Misty Fey, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Western tastes? Could you find a stranger way to describe gravy?
So from there you headed for the prep room?
Wait a sec, what did Godot just say now? I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder took place? Okay.
Did that give us a new statement or no?
Wait, maybe since we heard that, we can be like, that's when he first arrived here, and we'd be like, it's
Yes.
covered in gravy. How did he know who it was a picture of?
So, yeah, it's gravy on it. Francisco wasn't able to tell what it was. She couldn't even see the feet at the bottom. So you would have had to have seen it before it was covered by gravy.
Yeah,
Objection!
Take that.
Mr. Godot. The first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went into the inner temple was long before the murder took place. Why do you say that? Because he just made one fatal slip-up. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hanging scroll?
But Mr. Godot is right. That scroll shows a picture of my mother. Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired, 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
What's that wonderfully delicious smell?
How do we know? How does he know that it smells like it's a picture?
He just pulled it out of the thing of evidence. It's
I
not
guess
even
we
a
just
picture,
brought
he
the
just
whole
pulled out
scroll
the
with
scroll.
The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy. Gravy? But why gravy, Nick? Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Godot, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have had any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye.
Or that she was in Japanese garb and all this.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Nick. Yes? Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look, at the top. There's a crest there. Ah, that. It's the mark of the master, correct? Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark...
And you could guess that it was a picture of Misty Faye on there.
True, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western taste. Oh. Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the inner temple long before the crime took place.
Can I ask you just one little thing, Trey?
What is it?
So, theory of yours. It all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed.
That's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene. Of course, Mr. Godot knew about the plan. Huh?
What did you say? Is it really possible another person knew of that plan?
Yeah,
Because it was already opened.
Wherever I find it. This one. Opened once before, somebody saw them.
Pearl said it was already opened when she found it.
So somebody other than her, she knew about it, so it was leaked. This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay authored the plan for her daughter's future. And these instructions were hidden somewhere in Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they had already been unsealed.
Unsealed?
Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple.
And you still insist this crafty killer is me?
You bet I do.
You just said that the instructions were hidden.
That's right. Mr. Godot couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden. If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out.
Yes, and when was that?
During a visit. A visit? Morgan Fay told her daughter Pearl about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center?
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godot.
Order, order, order! Mr. Godot, you're under fire again!
This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder.
Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee.
Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean?
Means there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped on a conversation during a jail visit where he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect this witness.
That's right.
If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. I am what you see. I'm certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress. The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering that the killer wanted to protect this witness's life. His behavior is still a little too unnatural.
Objection!
However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Godot? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs. I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you, Nick? Maya, I guess you were doing your best to cover for Godot. For the same reason, huh?
Okay, Trey, I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you.
What's this?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably.
Mia!
Mia is the key to everything.
Truly the key of all this. It truly is the Mia Fey trilogy.
There's a very good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all, she is Mia Fey's only sister.
Mia Fey.
You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney.
Wait a second here. Mr. Godot is a defense attorney.
With your honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Godot. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right?
Last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago. Diego Armando. That name rings a bell.
It should, Your Honor. All of this is related to a single case. A case in which a convict named Terry Falls, Radical Sixth. Mia Fey's first time in court, the tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls, Radical Sixth.
Mia. You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. I was moved by her. The way she put all her faith in her clients, that pure sweetheart of hers. That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne. He and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. And one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since the trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria. Ah, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned. Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison into my coffee. The newspapers at the time called it a murder. Very little information about the case was released to the press.
You weren't dead at all.
No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
I see.
My body shut down, and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. That woman's poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight, and all of my hair turned white due to the damage it caused.
That's terrible, having white hair.
So I think I make this shit look good. No. Apparently it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years had passed since I drank that poison brew.
Sweet, the white hair didn't affect I guess they're fresh hairs? I don't know.
Different kind of hair between the hair in your head and
I guess.
facial hair.
Right.
One morning my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee. 5 years? You were asleep for 5 years? freeloader. The worst possible news was waiting for me. Mia Fey was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had. The woman I loved had been murdered. And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death. The woman you loathed? The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee, Dahlia Hawthorne. Heh. Good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
Give him a pass. Give him a pass.
Give the poor guy a pass.
Yes, please.
Like, he's not going in Hall of Villains, he's going in Ace tier, I don't care.
He is. He's not a villain. He's like,
That's
Free
so
my
sad.
boy! For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days, there were only 2 reasons left to live. It was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor.
If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live?
First was you, Trite.
Huh? Me?
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, EFA never would have died, much less the way she did. You were the only one who was there to protect her. You let her die. It was all your fault.
It wasn't like that.
I wanted to see it for myself, what kind of man you really were. So that's why you became a prosecutor? My other reason for living, she goes by the name of Maya Fey.
Huh? You mean me?
You were the only way I could make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Crane Village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fey was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it. My role as the prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
So you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it.
That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she never would have helped out.
Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices. Accomplices? Iris of Hazakura Temple and Misty Fey. I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl Fey.
But how did you contact my mother? Oh, I just found her. She had been missing for almost 20 years.
Officially, yes.
What? What do you mean, officially?
You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government.
Now that you mention it, Kenny did say something to that effect. She said that the Master of the Crane had great authority.
Even without her official position, Misty Fey still wielded great influence. The police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor. Basically, your friend Miles is a bit of an asshole, you know? He could've, like, let you find your mother at any time, but he was like, that bitch is a fraud.
That's horrible.
Look, he had his own traumatic stuff, okay?
Even Gumshoe could've told you. It's like, you could've found that out, too.
Wow.
Well, it's
Nobody else
probably
cared.
above his pay grade, but...
Franziska could've. Any of them could have helped.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
She was always...
That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. If you want to know how strong the resolve to protect you was, look at her staff. staff, the one with the sword in it. The day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon enough. We met for the first time at Hazakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay, if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Mother.
That night, the night of the crime, there was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne.
Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight?
Well,
If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Yeah, she wanted to invite Pearl so that she can just keep an eye on her and make her not channel anything.
Thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never showed up.
She was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of. And that's why Misty Faye had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body. What? What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As Master of Crane, Misty Faye's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Faye wouldn't be able to.
Ah!
What? Is this true? My role in the plan was to make sure no one was gonna hurt Maya Faye. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case you needed to be saved from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Godot.
Anyway, that's all I'm gonna admit to, Trite.
Huh?
There's no doubt about it, you're a great defense attorney. But you're gonna have to do the rest yourself. Background leading up to the incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Faye. And I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Godot. Maya, I mean, that's chill if she did it, but... Well, Trite, if you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick. Please don't. Maya. I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I have to protect Mr. Godot. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia, and me too.
I hate this.
Maya, I know
want
that.
to convict him.
Nick. But even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify.
Stop it. Blame the judge, please.
Miss Faye, your testimony, please.
This is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick.
Godot just a G, you know? It's just like, hey, the whole case could have ended, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna make Maya testify, and you're gonna get the truth out of her, and you're gonna take this home. It's like, if you're a defense attorney, you're gonna convict me at the end of this. You could have just had a free pass. Judge was gonna just let everything end, and no one even care about who stabbed it, actually killed somebody. But,
Yeah.
alright, young lady, tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder?
The time of the murder. Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights, 3 of them. I thought I'd ask for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead, though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness.
These red lights? I thought you said you didn't remember seeing them.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Heh. Things break trite, even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? Looks like you still can't prove it.
Maya's telling the truth this time, I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness.
The final showdown.
Of ultimate destiny.
Ultimate destiny. Anything jump out, you just want to press everything.
I assume the lights going out.
Yeah, that does seem like the most important part.
Lights going out and scream seem the most important.
Like who screamed, yeah. They went out. Yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all.
What could it mean?
The red lights were coming from Godot's mask. They went out right in the middle of a fight. Maybe the mask was damaged. Or maybe it was knocked off.
Or maybe the batteries ran out. Right? Or maybe those little red pinhead looking lights just stopped working.
What could have really happened? Okay, let's hear the scream.
Reenact the scream right now, Maya.
What do you mean by just at that moment? You mean the moment when the red lights went out? Yes, that's right. The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice.
What? So then that scream came from the killer?
That's got to be it.
No, Your Honor, it was androgynous.
I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer.
And the killer let out a scream of pain, huh?
After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess.
Well, Mr. Wright, it seems to make sense to me.
Sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder. There's a contradiction, or that sounds about right.
There's a contradiction.
Let's just say there is and see what options we can. I'm sorry to say this. That interpretation would create an enormous contradiction.
That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost surely never correct.
Remember the testimony she just gave. Before the killer let out a scream, Maya said that she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged into the victim. Ah, is that right? She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff.
The mystery dagger that Dahlia tried to use. If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trite.
There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as the weapon.
Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff. What could she have used to strike back at the killer? A knife that she had in her hand.
Random knife.
That has blood that doesn't match the victim.
So it was not stabbed. Yeah. Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Forgot about it a second time. This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree.
Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought it to me.
Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well.
Objection!
Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim.
Objection!
Have you forgotten that the blood had already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body.
Alright, Godot, take off your clothes.
It's necessary for the case, I assure you. Saying the blood on the dagger belongs to the killer.
Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it would prove that it's your blood.
Nice theory, Trey. Order in the court!
Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test.
Corner Trials and Tribulation Edition, please. Let me ask you something, Trey. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to leave evidence like that?
What?
Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There's already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom. Yes, what does that prove? Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it.
It can't be.
In any case, just one thing I can guarantee, Trey. That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance.
What?
I put Gumshoe's blood on it. In the event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness, continue your testimony.
Hold it. Wait a minute.
What's the problem?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation. Maya? This dagger. You said that it wounded the killer. That's right. But, if Mr. Godot had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them, right? Maya? Maybe he just changed his clothes? That'd solve the contradiction pretty easily. What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there.
Oh, that's right. Once the bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple.
Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes. Ah.
Working on a 3-day-old stink right here. No. As is mine. No. Order in the...
Objection. Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him.
But... no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes?
Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess? Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. That way you wouldn't get any blood on them.
Objection!
That's impossible, Triton. I'm a never nude. You know how cold it gets up there late at night?
That's gross, dude.
After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid.
Ah!
Heh. So that's all you got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if Mia Fey were here, she would have closed the book on this case already.
Mia Fey were here.
Come on, Trite, can he do it or not? How about it, Mr. Wright? Accuse Mr. Godot of being the killer. But can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence?
I don't know, let's see maybe. The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer.
That's one of her rules.
I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition just as you want it.
And it's the music from the first game.
Yeah.
Get the corner theme from the first game instead of the one from the third game.
Drastic comeback.
That's good. A fighter to the bitter end, right? Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point. Why don't we go for the unlimited penalty?
Oh boy. Going all in. Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need.
Give me a break. You got nothing, Trite.
So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle.
See, he can do it by himself. Right then, Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've got.
There's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger.
But... You said it was impossible for him to have hidden such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a bloodstain on his clothing.
There's one place. One place the killer could have hidden his wound.
What did you say?
Hidden? This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound.
It's the end of the line. The final stop, Trite. Let's hear what you've got. Where is this location where you say the killer hid his wound?
Location.
Now, where could he hide it? Why, that beautiful goggles of his. Right on your face.
I guess we present his face.
Yep, 'cause that's Phoenix Edge. You have to prove how he hid it. So how he hide it. Just picture his face. He hid it with his mask.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right, Trite? What was that just now?
Hearing his inner thoughts.
Yeah. It can't be. You're living on through him.
Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's beneath your mask.
A cool fact, it's like there's unused audio in the files of the original that has both their objections at the same time, but they didn't use it in the game.
Oh.
Show you that after. Anyway,
During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved.
ah!
He exploded.
Can't believe he's fucking dead. Just now, I saw her spirit in you. I said, what?
What's happening?
I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped a woman who put me to sleep. You helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let me die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought.
Mr. Godot.
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. Truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was me. You yourself? I was the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit.
But you saved Maya.
Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna kill you. No. Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person I should have gone to and talked to right away.
Who would that be? Talking about Nick?
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother. But I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. You know why? The real reason.
No, why?
I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all.
Huh?
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia, nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me.
You're wrong. You put your life in the line to save Maya.
No, Phoenix is like, no, you're chill, man. It's cool. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? That night, in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette. Part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing fair in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simple desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything.
Mr. Godot.
I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you are trying to save me.
What?
Thanks.
Your wound, it's bleeding.
Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears. Tears?
Bloody tears.
Since I woke up from my coma. I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando.
You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. God damn, he's horrifying. It's like, fuck, he's cool. This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, we're gonna put you to death anyway. Tampering with a body in a crime scene is a serious offense in itself.
Yeah, save Godot.
I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk, and I willingly cooperated anyway. Very well. Before I head down my verdict, Is there anything you'd like to say? Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you.
Apologize to me for what?
For the case 5 years ago, of course. I just remembered. What, you poisoned by your own lover?
Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister. We only met twice.
Huh? But we only met twice?
The first time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. Next time you met her was 8 months later. Met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Swallow was killed.
No way. It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister.
Huh? It wasn't Dahlia?
I hope one day you can forgive me, Feeny.
You.
Huh?
You mean...
That's right, you were banging me. I lied to you for 8 months.
Oh my god.
That's why it's like my girlfriend is dope. It's like, oh, because it was the nice lady the whole time. Why? Why would you do such a thing? Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely.
So that's why you...
My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
Prepared for the worst?
She thought that she might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you?
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance.
And that's why you came to me. You came to get the bottle pendant back for me in her place.
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. All the time, just like, please give this back. It's like, lol, that's funny. 8 months passed, and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer.
That's when she started murdering people.
She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime. She would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed.
Notice what?
My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life or mine.
Iris.
After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
I have something to say to you, too.
Yes?
You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Thank you. Bailiff, tackle this man. No. How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so, Phoenix Wright?
I'm not trade anymore. He's going to... Yeah, I think you're right.
purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, Elise Stoneham. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant. Court is now adjourned. No confetti, because there's no winning here. There's no happiness.
So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended. Was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand.
Of course, justice was served.
Mia?
I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cares so deeply for you.
You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible.
You mean with that verdict?
I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as my defense attorney could ever hope to be. As any... my bad. There's nothing more than you can learn from me.
But Mia...
You've accomplished something I wasn't able to do. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Their spirit leaves and never seen again.
I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Phoenix.
When you die, that is.
Yeah.
I've handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer. Nick. But Maya, I guess it's just like my sis said. Mia, what did she just say? What did she say? That night when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do. This is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end. But, come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you have done for us, Nick. Maya. How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered. Youch. But Francisca...
Still as softy as always, Phoenix Light.
Excellent work, Wright.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francisca have actually been helping you. Helping you? If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Wow, but where were you, Nick?
I heard he fell into a river and caught the nasty cold, which forced him to sleep all day.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Francisca. Those question marks.
I don't suppose there's room for me in this group hug, is there?
Oh, Larry.
Sad Larry theme.
What's with the, longer than usual face?
I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never of any use to anyone. Not even once.
But that's not true, right, Nick? What? You're asking me?
Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good.
No. Oh yeah, those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
What? Me?
Why are you making that face, huh, Edgy?
Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance.
You really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well, too? Bah!
My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon.
Glare.
Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something.
So then you'll do it, like you promised? You're gonna model for my next picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip to
Don't get carried away.
Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. Painting a Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around.
Pearls. Where could she have gone? Normally
No one
she
ever
would
looks
made
for
a
pearls.
beeline for Maya. Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Hey, Pearly.
Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you were wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened.
Yeah.
To be honest, I can't understand it either.
Siska. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well.
I think I understand how she feels. Maya is such a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
What do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it is for that person that Maya was trying her best not to cry.
Someone who's hurt more deeply than Maya? Could that be? Let me save in case it asks me.
Pearl,
Edgeworth, I think I'm starting to understand too. Ow!
then tell me, Phoenix Light. Who is Maya Fey being sung for?
I mean, Pearl soon. Stay strong.
Being
for Pearl.
strong for Dick Gumshoe.
He's having a rough time. Pearl Fey.
The poor kid, after all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fae clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya.
But it's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Fey's mother was killed, and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable.
And that's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again.
Oh, hey. So, this is where you all are. Well, looks like we've got quite the... Ouch! What was that for, sir?
Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own.
What's up, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary's just kind of sort of gone down by a teeny-weeny bit, but it's alright. I made reservation at a first-class French restaurant tonight.
It's not that French restaurant, is
Oh god. Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean...
Très bien. Where else?
I I knew it. We're doomed.
Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, Pearl. Hey, you, Crybaby, you're invited too.
Not a cryberry. Oh, forget about me.
Sorry.
Pearl and I will be at the loser shack eating potatoes.
You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya, what's wrong? Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere. Huh?
I'll bet she went back to back home, pal. That's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before. Well, maybe she's on the way home and hasn't gotten there yet, because, I mean, we just finished
She was
this
just
trial.
not Mia.
Or she was Mia a second ago.
As I figured, she has been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do? Detective Gumshoe,
Yeah, what is it, pal?
could you guys go on ahead?
But what about you?
Maya and I will. We'll join you guys once we find pearls. Nick. Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, but you're the...
Very well, Phoenix Lights. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, Wright.
We won't. But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone? Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that pearls might have gone to. And where is that?
Grove Street, home.
Yes, it was until I fucked everything up.
Hazakura Temple. For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started.
What's this? We're all back again so soon.
Sister Bikini?
I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight.
So she's here? Pearly is here?
She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her?
Okay. Oh, she came all the way in here. Pearly's not
Came here to clean the scroll.
Ah. Maya, the hanging scroll. Ah. Someone cleaned it off. It's got to be pearls.
Mystic Maya?
But Pearly, why did you just leave like that?
Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya.
She had to clean the scroll.
I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother,
That's why you came here?
it's the least I could do to pray for your happiness.
You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy.
You don't have to lie just to make me feel better.
No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do.
Mystic Maya. I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty.
Was it a gun? No. I could take out the main family right here.
You look just like her, with the hole in her chest.
The sudden plot twist at the end. Sister Bikini.
Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night.
After dishonoring the good name of Crane, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true, she'll always be with me until the day I die.
Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets.
And I still had no idea who you were even when she told me that.
She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die.
That's the Master's talisman.
The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important, rather it was the contents.
That's... a photo?
Ah! Mother. It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question.
Mia and Maya had broken the urn already.
That thing's been broken 3 times.
Wow.
And they still have the same hairstyle as they rocked their entire lives.
Even when the battle is over, the bonds that connect us are severed. We always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother, too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. This is a day to remember, a day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today.
But I still can't... Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise.
I know, but I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master.
This time I'll kill you for real.
I will become the future master. I promise.
Take out everyone in this room and the seat is mine. I win by default.
No competition means I'm the only one left.
Thank you for taking care of Iris for me.
I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 when you come back.
Alright, we're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance.
Hey, Mystic Maya, I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight.
You know, there's one thing I don't get, and probably don't want to, but... What is it, Nick? Reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3? Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us. Huh?
I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you.
Huh? It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course, naturally. Huh?
That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right?
We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick? You know, I was wondering if I could say just one little thing. Sure, of course you can.
Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps too.
Well then, here goes nothing.
Objection! Objection!
Dun 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 dun.
I'll really have to work extra hard now. Master of Crane and the office manager of Wright and Co. offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick, too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that.
That's true. Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation.
Kill sound for real.
They're going to die now.
Oh, she just
Maggie brought me a brand new coat as a present, Pearl. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir.
Don't worry about it. I'll check. In the name of love, a man will something.
Soil himself silly.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll piss all over this coat. Don't you worry, Maggie.
Mr. Wright, I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Crane exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use a whip and said that I must show you what I've learned. Oh, no. Oh my god.
She said we would become a throuple.
Oh my god. Desi and I started a company called Mask to Mask Consulting.
We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city.
The motto is, cut it out, please.
Pretty cute, right?
We also sell plans to the criminals as a kind of something. I wonder
Side
if that's
business.
okay. Sometimes Yuki would.
They sell the plans to the criminals and then stop them and get they just become
They've become Zavari himself.
yeah. Wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for whatever I did.
Exterminating Don Tigre.
So I lent him 500,000, a special thick tea. When I mixed with my own two hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise.
Then Phoenix died and was never seen again.
She sent us money. We got paid more for her than anyone else, right?
What we said was a loan, so we're in
Oh,
debt.
no, it's a loan. We have to pay it back. Never mind.
I'm just holding out of the way. A wrinkly, grumpy, cloud-nosed waste of flesh. At least, that's what I thought. But my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 9 years old and I cry like a baby with a dirty diaper. What I'm saying is I pissed myself. As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elk. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adamata. And as soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly.
His name is Adam.
Only person I voice are those two people. Everyone else just is dead or in jail.
My, more reporters. Since the murder, we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us insert a nice visual. I can hardly wait for ours to come back. Oh. Okay, you get the idea. Whatever.
Bikini just doing a Playboy spread. No.
Oh no.
Turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed. Pearl's like, hey! I don't care if you love this woman.
Objection!
Objection.
Sam Riegel. Knew it.
Objection!
Tano.
Objection!
James C. Wilson.
Objection!
It's just because I was here as well.
Remember me.
Chris slip. What's this? I'm back from a long and tiring vacation. No one's here to greet me. I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit, and now I've got no one. And what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? With all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what am I gonna do with all these macadamia nuts I bought back for everyone? I'm bringing over to Edgy Poo, exactly. I can't accept this, but I'm afraid so. It's something fragile. Oh, hard. I'll never find a gentleman who'll treat me like a lady. Her cameo.
I hate that woman.
I finally found something I love to do. Francie's whippity whip trip is gonna turn the art world on its head. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all. I'm just an artist.
Right.
I'll
Draw
let
this
you
picture.
do
It's pretty
everybody.
nice.
And
So I
then,
guess Godot's fucking dead. Here's the dead people. It's a great... Okay. They killed him out back.
this is the dark timeline.
Well, that was the end of the game.
Oh, it's like, wait, why is he with all the spirits? It's like, wait.
I see with all the Force Ghosts. Anyway, now we can look at the gallery. There's music, which is probably music, art book. Let's look at stuff. Illustrations.
Illustrations.
Look at all this stuff.
Da, 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 da.
Goodness.
It's like, why? It's sad that we never got case art that goes as hard as this game's.
Large.
Yeah.
Each one had custom art.
Yeah. Move left and right. How do I? I guess this was the last one in this section. No, I just can't. It doesn't let me move while it's zoomed in. So this is as far as we can see it. Everybody. Got pretty cool pictures though.
And then you get the
Looks just
better
still
art
glass.
when they suddenly now are, because this is after they've made the whole trilogy. Then they make these ones. Stop. The second game's art, which is just nothing special. Just pick collage of just stuff.
Lame art.
Let me get this cool thing.
This one's good.
Just flames of hell below them.
The one where they fight each other. Everybody that's at home can pause and look at these, but we find them online and have better resolution.
Yeah.
Scroll
Wow.
up.
Oh my god.
It's like, look, no hands since Pearl dies. She lost a shoe, for God's sake.
Wow, Edgeworth. Just the kids.
The things Gumshoe will do for a crisp 50.
Trials, tribulation. Oh, they got this. Wow, everyone is adorable.
Now we're back to the beginning.
Yep. That's all
Right,
the
leave
art.
illustrations. It's got scenes and characters. So just want to see all the little cutscene arts, but we've seen those. We don't need to look at them.
Yeah, we played the game.
Characters is just all those character arts. You can see all the
Cool poses.
Phoenix artwork. You can tell when things are made later because they get nicer quality.
Nice.
School uniform concept art.
This random outfit. The ball.
Ball.
It's worth it. Francisco. Don't want you. Everyone is here. April May as
April
a nurse.
May as a nurse, because why not?
I need to click off. Old Bay. I see. A parrot. Andrew Von Karma. Maggie Bird. Going a little fast, but just tell me to stop if anybody wants me to look at something.
It's fine.
Well, he's got a rat.
Ça va? The truth has been so elegantly revealed to me.
Getting again, right. So that was all of everyone.
You got
Backgrounds, I don't know if
but
they'll
it's
be
just the
interested.
backgrounds.
Again, it's the ones from the game. We've seen them, so.
Yeah, so nothing to really look at there. We
Scene
can look at the
creator.
music.
Music, yeah, let's look at the music first. Every music. Pursuit.
Which we got to hear again in the last case for the final takedown of Godot. Let's bring back the original one.
Then
That's
this
just
pursuit.
Listen to all the pursuits.
And then this pursuit.
And then you got the variation at the end, which will just be the first games again, I think.
I don't know.
Nah, it's just the cutting out a little bit of the
Dahlia
beginning.
Hawthorne, the visage of what? The visage of what?
The visage,
Visage
of what
once
once was. And you got the fragrance of dark coffee. Oh, the fragrance of darkness, my bad. That is coffee.
That is good. Look at me, look at me.
Place. And now we got two more things of music.
Yeah, what else? What wrong button? X. X right.
The turnabout tunes.
These are like their own things.
Yeah, listen to it. Get some
Listen to this.
sick remixes. Just get the jazzy cover of his already jazzy theme, so aka it's gonna be dope as hell. No.
Depressed
On sax,
100.
come in.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hit E and pull up the background settings, crank it up.
Do that.
If it lets you. It's not. Okay, it's just the background music, not for this music, okay?
His theme is so fucking good. Especially whenever it's the remix.
Now listen to Objection. Why not? That's on here as well.
Objection.
But yeah, all the jazzy remixes are here.
So yeah, there's cool stuff in here. Scenery creator. I'll take a quick look if I can, but. So
Go to the
this-
third game, obviously.
Phoenix Wright.
Just pick who you want to have there. I want Iris to be there. No.
Yeah, Iris. Iris is now the defense attorney. Now she gets put over there. Why are you over here? I want you in the other spots
Where you belong.
Anger.
Choose her.
Wait a second, this isn't
That's not Iris. That's Dahlia Hawthorne. Taunt.
Witness stand. Give me
And
options.
it's literally like, here's all the places she is in the series.
She can also
So
be in a
basically,
green
we could have used this the entire time for thumbnails. If I was the one that was in control of the game. Just easily just put where we need and then take screenshots
Oh, true.
after the fact. But oh well. I like my editing. No. Put her in Trabia and send her to real hell.
No, don't let her be French.
Now set her, see if we can make the soul get sucked out of her. See if that's the animation you can pick. Where's the send to hell? So we got breakdown.
Unskippable
Special
cutscene.
scene.
What?
Nice. Skippable scene of her soul getting ripped out. Oh, it just plays it here.
I see.
That's not Iris, it's just Dahlia right there.
An unskippable cutscene. I'm pretty sure.
Could you imagine if you saw that before playing the
You just
game?
accidentally spoil yourself. I want to see your breakdown. But yes, it's a neat little mode, but yeah, it's definitely not an actual case creator or anything like some people were hoping it would have been.
I mean, you can still take cool screenshots, I guess. See
Yes.
everything. The important part is you can see every single animation and stuff here without
Yes.
look elsewhere.
We're just gonna play the end of the game now.
Even show you the Maya. Back here.
Turns into Iris again.
Default with hood.
Anyway,
So
so
does that
let's
mean
throw
that like
good-
Dahlia
get-
doesn't have all this stuff because she doesn't? They put all that stuff in the Iris section.
Yes. Okay, let's get Mia Fey as herself and not young or anything. That's child.
It's a child.
Mia as a witness.
That's hard to control.
And that's the only sprite she has.
Wait, what?
Guess you have to put her on the side defense bench if you want her to have other things. You have to change her from witness stand backdrop to the sidebar. Curious, what do you mean by witness stand blue? What does this mean? But hey, let's like green screen out things. I guess. So you can have the witness. So yeah, I really could have used these for thumbnails if I needed to, but I made do with the sprite rips, so it's fine. But
Let's go here. Never mind that there's a body behind you.
never mind that your mom's sword is behind you. Yeah, anyways, let's keep going and see.
New defense attorney. She actually has sprites, so they do.
This will put her in the right position.
Taking
Taking damage.
damage.
Smug.
Smug.
Psh.
Low sound.
And there's voice playback buttons if you hit C.
Objection!
That's not right. No. Phoenix Wright's voice.
Objection!
Z and X seem to be.
Oh, it's that, yeah, C and X up top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Make her speak.
So yeah, you gotta hit that to actually get to the correct. There you go. So yes.
Objection! Objection! Take that! Hold it!
Gotta get Godot objection.
Objection!
Objection!
Anyways, now let's get Diego Armando.
Diego Armando. There's Godot. Is he in there with him?
Okay, I'm gonna assume they have them as the same person then. So I don't think they would separate them by this much.
I mean, they separated Dahlia and Iris and put Dahlia stuff in Iris.
Prosecutor's bench, see if we can set him to defense.
Don't see it here.
Witness stand. And you got all your colors. You got-
Teleporting to the witness stand. So
Like if
you
we
guys
actually
separated by
questioned
that
him on the
much.
stand. Oh, what if you don't change his sprites? Maybe it'll just automatically shove him over there if you go to his default bleeding.
Default.
Thinking bleeding. This isn't blood, they're my tears. Mugshot.
I'm seeing that show him on the other side, so I don't think we can send him over there.
Overheat coffee. Gulp down. Bleeding. Just make him bleed.
Make him bleed. My Faye as a waitress.
Anyways, I guess we could probably end the episode here.
Yeah.
Not much really just to see in here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Diego Armando, but
We found
Anyway.
him at the last second. He's real.
he's real.
Well,
Very good. If you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
Remember, a lawyer can only cry when it's all over.
Also,
I'm
look,
leaking.
also look forward to probably tier list, because it's fun to do those. So look
Yes.
forward to that. And then
Probably
we'll
the
probably
day
play
after
more
you
of
see
these
this.
games, but not like immediately. Might take a little break.
Yes.
We'll see.
Bye now.
Bye.
bye bye.